Most people think sniper rifles come from America, Britain, or Russia. They are wrong. Over the last decade, Ukraine built some of the most capable precision and anti-materiel rifles on the planet, including one that may have just produced the longest confirmed kill in history, one country that nobody saw coming. Zbrojar Z-10 and the UAR-10. Here's something the original source material got wrong, and it is worth clarifying. The Zbrojar Z-10 and the UAR-10 are not two separate rifles. They are the same rifle. The Z-10 is the civilian and commercial designation. The UAR-10 is the official military designation adopted by the Armed Forces of Ukraine in 2018. What is it? A semi-automatic precision rifle based on the Armalite AR-10 platform, chambered in 7.62 by 51mm NATO. The first Z-10 rifles were manufactured by Zbrojar in May 2012, and by 2014, the company was producing most critical components domestically, with the exception of barrels which were initially imported from the United States and Spain. The decision to chamber it in 7.62 NATO, rather than the Soviet 7.62 by 54 rimmed cartridge used in the Dragunov SVD, was a deliberate strategic signal. Ukraine was moving toward Western standards, not staying anchored in the Soviet past. The UAR-10 has a chrome-lined barrel, rated for up to 7,000 rounds before replacement. Its declared effective range is 1,200 meters. It weighs approximately 5 kilograms, which is notably lighter than most rifles in its class. In 2019, Ukraine's Ministry of Defense confirmed that around 600 UAR-10 and Z-008 rifles had been delivered to troops that year alone. For Ukrainian Special Operations Forces, airborne assault units, and the National Guard, the UAR-10 became the rifle that replaced the SVD, modern, modular, and NATO-compatible. Snipex Rhino Hunter. Now we enter the Snipex family, and to understand them fully, you need to know where they came from. Snipex is a subsidiary of Zato Holding, a company originally known for making industrial lubricants and chemical products. That background gave them access to specialized surface treatment technology and precision metallurgy that most conventional arms manufacturers simply did not have. They applied that knowledge to large caliber barrels, solving one of the hardest problems in anti-materiel rifle design. How do you build a barrel that can handle extreme pressures, shot after shot, while maintaining consistent accuracy? The Rhino Hunter was the rifle that launched this entire program. Introduced at the Kiev Arms and Security Exhibition in October 2016, it was technically marketed as a civilian long-range hunting rifle, but nobody was fooled. The Rhino Hunter is a single-shot bolt-action bullpup, chambered in 50 BMG, that is 12.7 by 99mm NATO, the same caliber as the American Barrett M82. It weighs 16 kilograms and measures 1,220 millimeters in length. The bullpup layout keeps the barrel long for maximum velocity while keeping the overall package compact. The inertia-operated recoil system moves the barrel backward into a buffer upon firing, absorbing a significant portion of the felt recoil. Its effective range is up to 2,500 meters, depending on configuration. At launch, it was priced at approximately 149,500 Ukrainian hryvnias, roughly $5,400 US, significantly undercutting competing Western designs like the Barrett M99. This was not just a proof of concept. This was the opening move of a company that was about to get far more serious. Snipex T-Rex. 2 years after the Rhino Hunter, Zato's Snipex division unveiled something that immediately drew global attention: the T-Rex. The T-Rex is a single-shot bolt-action anti-materiel rifle chambered for 14.5 by 114mm, a cartridge originally developed by the Soviet Union during World War II for anti-tank rifles and later used in heavy machine guns. The 14.5mm round propels a roughly 990-grain projectile at approximately 980 meters per second, generating muzzle energy of over 30,000 joules. For comparison, The 50 BMG generates around 18,000 joules. The 14.5mm is in an entirely different class. The name T-Rex comes from two things: the sheer power of the cartridge and the distinctive rear monopod support that visually resembles the stubby legs of a Tyrannosaurus rex. Technically, the T-Rex uses a claimed semi-bullpup layout because the trigger sits in line with the breech. It features a rotating bolt with 13 locking lugs arranged in 3 rows, a free-floating 1,200mm barrel that recoils approximately 7mm into the receiver upon firing, and a 4 to 5 baffle muzzle brake to manage the extraordinary recoil. Overall length is 1,800mm. Weight is 25 kilograms. The T-Rex passed Ukrainian state examinations and was officially adopted by the Armed Forces of Ukraine in March 2021. It has been in active combat use since the Russian invasion began in February 2022, particularly by Ukrainian Special Operations Forces. Snipex Monomac. If the T-Rex was designed to prove the 14.5mm concept could work in a precision rifle, the Monomac was designed to push that concept even further. Introduced at the Arms and Security 2021 exhibition in Kyiv, the Monomac is the first semi-automatic anti-materiel rifle in the Snipex lineup. It fires the same 14.5 by 114mm cartridge as the T-Rex, but it does so from a 5-round detachable box magazine, and it does it using a short recoil, semi-automatic operating system. That is a remarkable engineering achievement. Managing the recoil of a 14.5mm cartridge in a bolt-action single-shot rifle is already a serious engineering challenge. Doing it reliably in a semi-automatic platform is something else entirely. The Monomac uses a reciprocating barrel. The barrel itself moves backward under recoil to cycle the action, combined with a large 4-chamber muzzle brake and optimally distributed weight distribution. The result is, according to observers who have seen it in use, an acceptable level of felt recoil. The barrel is 1,200mm long with an 8-groove rifling at 1 16-inch twist rate. Overall length is 2,050mm, making it the longest rifle in the Snipex family. It weighs 25 kilograms. Its listed effective range is just under 2,000 meters. The Monomac has been photographed in active use in Ukraine, including with a female sniper from the 3rd Shock Brigade firing it from a position inside a building. Its ability to fire follow-up shots makes it particularly useful against moving targets or situations requiring quick second-round correction. It is named after Vladimir II Monomac, the Grand Prince of Kiev, who ruled from 1113 to 1125, a man whose name historically meant one who fights alone. Snipex Alligator. Part 1. Wait. Before we get to number 1, we need to address something. The original framing of this topic treats the T-Rex and the alligator as two entirely separate weapons on a countdown. But the reality is more nuanced than that, and getting it right matters. The Snipex Alligator is a direct evolution of the T-Rex, built on the same 14.5 by 114mm foundation, but fundamentally different in design and capability. Where the T-Rex is single-shot and semi-bullpup, the Alligator uses a conventional bolt-action layout, with the action positioned in front of the trigger group, fed from a 5-round detachable box magazine. This is not a small upgrade. It is the difference between a rifle that requires a full manual reload after every shot, and a rifle that allows the shooter to engage 5 targets before needing to reload. The Alligator has a 1,200mm barrel, the same as the T-Rex, but its conventional layout means the overall length is a full 2 meters. It weighs 25 kilograms. Its Picatinny rail has a 50 MOA cant built in, optimized for mounting long-range optics. The barrel is free-floating, chrome-lined for durability, and fitted with a large muzzle brake. The cheek piece is adjustable and can be repositioned to the left side for left-handed shooters. Even a silencer mounting option is available. The alligator was first presented on the official Snipex social media channels in June 2020 and officially adopted by the Armed Forces of Ukraine on March 2nd, 2021.